Hi, I'm Ray.
And I'm Saren.
We're your Spider Baby hosts from To Know Her Is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, as well as proud members of the collective.
You're listening to Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks. Enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Hey, what about our Comic Capers podcast?
What about those weirdos?
You talking about Legion? Anyway, we're back. That's right, kids. Part 6 of Armageddon 2001. The penultimate Love Hellfire.
Take a drink. Not that I haven't been doing that enough today, but...
I was going to say, I like you've been doing that since you woke up this morning. But anyway. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, that's right, she who likes to drink. It is
Love Hellfire, y'all.
Alright, so, yes, we're almost done Love Hellfire with Armageddon 2001. Alright, so, today we will...
Wait a minute, how many annuals did Legion even ever get? What, 4?
Maybe, or 4 or 5. I don't know. I don't think it was you. I think it was maybe I was telling Will on Sector 2814, the Green Lantern podcast. It's like I never got the whole Legion thing. It's like Legion of Superheroes. Okay, I can see if you're into that, but like
they were trying to capitalize on Legion and Marvel. Maybe I don't know.
Well,
I don't even think that was a thing yet. Was it?
I don't think. Well, that's what I was saying. I'm like, I think they were trying to make Lobo. They're like they're Wolverine, you know.
And they've still been failing miserably ever since. So.
Yeah. All right. So yes, tonight we're covering Adventures of Superman Annual 3, Legion Annual 2, and Hawk and Dove Annual 2. So let's jump into. So did you see like they've been putting up ads for Flash's Armageddon? Have you seen any of those?
No.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's like a guy with like red hair and a beard. I don't know if he's supposed to be Despero.
Yikes.
Yeah. All right. So let's jump in to Armageddon 2000. Oh, yeah. Armageddon 2001. Adventures of Superman Annual 3. Man, that cover.
Rough.
That's what Lois said. October 1991. Beyond the Reach of Time.
If only that were true.
Oh, writer Louise Simonson again.
She's back at it again.
Yeah, they got her to just come in and start batting cleanup, huh? Because she did that Batman annual we covered on We Are the Night episode 52, which was the last part of Armageddon.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's back. Penciler Brian Hitch. Is this early Brian Hitch?
Early Brian Hitch, yeah. Interesting.
Well, I was like, yeah. Oh my lord! So one penciler, 1, 2. Okay, inkers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 inkers on this thing.
Gotta get it done. Gotta go right now.
Hey-oh. James Sanders 3, Joe Rubenstein, Brian Hitch, Ray McCarthy, Nick J. Napolitano. Yeah. Jerry Acerino and Dick Giordano. So yes, 7 inkers, including Hitch inking himself. Colorist Glenn Whitmore. Letterer John Costanza. Editors Mike Carlin and Dan Thorsland. Alright, so Beyond the Reach of Time. I love these synopses. They all start like in the same, in this installment of Armageddon 2001. Oh Lord,
we messed up bad, real bad.
Remember, the Groper's back because Wave Rider touches Superman for the 3rd time.
He's like, just to be safe.
Man,
if it's not Batman, it has to be you, right?
Man, he really was coming back. I mean, he came back more than he came back for Batman.
He's trying to get that Man of Steel.
He's like, man, abs of steel. Wave Rider touches Superman and investigates a third and final timeline in which, again, the Man of Steel marries Lois every single time. Marries Lois Lane.
It's his constant, bro.
Well, I mean, again, they were engaged at this point, and weren't they supposed to marry them in 92? And they're like, oh, no, Lois and Clark, the TV show's coming now. You can't do that. So, okay, we'll kill him.
Yeah.
Which from the
Well, not necessarily like that, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, from the sounds of things, we might be getting another death of Superman soon, so.
It's the 90s, baby.
That's the rumor. But this time, she dies while trying to carry his child.
Should have used protection. That was their Comics Code authority. If you don't have protection, you'll die.
Oh my. I mean, they wanted a kid, but it's like, well, how's that kid processing solar radiate? I guess, I don't know, through Lois's system?
Listen, you gotta watch the Donner Cut if you really want to understand the intricacies of a human Kryptonian hybrid baby. And why Superman Returns starring Brandon Roth is the spiritual successor to that, why they decided to do that whole thing. It's very, very interesting.
I ain't trusting the science of Superman 2. He's throwing cellophane at General Zod. Come on.
I mean, he flew around the Earth to reverse time. We're never going to trust the physics of that universe specifically, but just saying, for the canon of it all. And it still has actually kind of stuck around in people's heads, so.
And we won't even get into Superman 3. I mean, we'll get to that on Patreon next year.
And Superman 4 as well.
Oh my
God. They
God.
probably will have to go head to head.
Oh, as I was going to say that, can you imagine that battle? You defending 4 and Charlie defending 3. Oh my God, I'm going to be the tiebreaker.
No, I want an impartial judge. Give me Rob.
I'm impartial. No, I don't. Please, Lilith, I've
got no skin in that game. They're equally terrible.
Seriously, right now, if I had to lean any way, it'd probably be the 4, so you have no problem.
Shh, nobody tell Charlie.
Alright, so, anguished over the loss, Superman flies off into space where he winds up in a battle between the Almericians and another alien race bent
Al-Americans. Alien Americans, get it?
Oh, the Merkins. Okay.
At least that's how I always read it.
Yes, and another alien race bent on conquering them. Maxima, the Merkin.
Hey-oh, she's back at it again.
the Merkin princess, who is seeking Superman in order to have a child with him.
Thus the cover.
What you mean?
Very provocative.
What you mean? You mean those two dry humping right on her grave?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, please, like you haven't dry humped a redhead in a graveyard, Lil Hellfire.
You mind your business.
She comes to Superman's rescue and brings him to her home planet, where she helps him recover from his loss and fall in love with her.
I never thought removing fluids from somebody was helpful, but okay.
Whoa! So yes, we've jumped from a 2001 annual to Lilith Hellfire's hard drive.
Welcome. Enjoy the stay. Don't forget to sign your NDA on the way in.
Oh, I can make such a joke about that, but I will not.
Appreciate it.
All I'll say is when it's over, you get an Egg McMuffin. Anyway,
and a free Uber ride home.
Oh my. Yes, fluids, yes. However, when Maxima finds out Sazu has conspired with the alien warlord Design to destroy Superman's former adopted world Earth, under the pretense of that being Maxima's desire, she helps Superman stop Design's plan and offers him a place on her home world where he can make his home. It is at the end of this timeline that Wave Rider realizes that Superman will never become Monarch, and so ends his future timeline searches with him. Yeah, he has other things on his mind besides becoming Monarch.
As it goes.
Hey-oh.
I mean, she's a redhead. You can't help it.
Oh, see. Lilith understands.
It's literally, redheads are universal, bro. Starfire, I'm just saying, just think about it. It's all, Jean Grey, it's all universal.
Man,
I always wonder why Sue Storm wasn't a redhead. But then we do actually know why she isn't a redhead.
Why? Because then she'd look exactly like Jean Grey.
Exactly. No, she's like her and Gwen Stacy are modeled after certain people that were blonde. So.
Oh yes, somebody had a.
Excelsior.
Anyway, but no. So yeah. So
I like this story. This is the best of the Superman stories. I will.
Oh my!
I prefer anyway.
I think out of the three, they've gotten better as they've gone along.
Yeah, definitely.
The first one was, the second one was better.
Like I said, it's the framing device, and then they let the story tell. Instead of trying to directly interject Wave Rider into it, they just kind of keep them on the peripheral because that's the best way to kind of like do that.
I love how he gets that breathing device and leaves Earth just like it, in the stories a few years before this. So
yeah. They're hinting at a lot of stuff, though. I think a lot of stuff was in the works, and that's why they wanted to kind of do this as an event and see what people responded best to. Like, do people really want Lois and Clark to get married? Yes, we do, sir.
I think there had to have been at least talks because every annual it's like they're married or they're about to get married or.
Like, now should we give her the baby? No, kill her.
But man,
in childbirth.
But every annual, man, he's like horny, man. He's like, it's just like he's either Lois is with him or she dies and he finds like a new woman like in 2 seconds. There's.
I thought it would have been cooler if they would have got the mermaid, but whatever.
Oh my! Oh no, man, she didn't get the.
I always figured if it wasn't Lois, it'd be the mermaid.
Well, I guess his biological clock was ticking, so he needed a woman who could carry that kid.
He's going through his breeding phase. Yeah. Superman secretly a Vulcan. Spoilers.
Upon far. I mean, again, he's an alien. I mean, the men could have the biological clock. Who knows?
Well, the need to procreate.
Well, again, and two, he's, at this point, he's the last of his kind. So it's like.
And that's the thing that pisses me off, right? The whole purpose of, Crisis on Infinite Earths was to kind of clean up all the timelines and get him back to being the only person. Meanwhile, Supergirl's back in continuity, all 6 of her. Superboy, all 10 of him. Like, what was the point? Just reboot it back to 85. Exactly. It doesn't even matter.
And they wanted to depower him, but meanwhile, his power levels are pretty much back up to what they were pre-crisis. So it's like,
if we talk about Bat-God, we have to talk about Saber Complex Superman.
Yeah, I mean, he can juggle planets again, so it's like...
it's like, just put him in the T-pose and call it good, bro. We get it.
What is father sending him to Earth? No, I don't.
His father's only son and last hope of humanity. Yeah. It's always been a Christ allegory, but that's not a discussion for today.
Hell, 1992, he died for our sins.
Literally, yeah.
And he's about to again.
They can't help themselves. It's cyclical, though. Honestly, I mean, there's only so many ways you can tell a story, especially when it comes to making money, what people like. So I get it. I don't have to like it, but I get it.
Again, it's been how many years? And yeah, that's probably the story that sells the best, that people know the most, the death of Superman.
Lord knows I have like all of those, the reign of Superman, all that, like several different copies, unopened, in varying states of openness. Like there's one that's pristine, has all the posters and the stickers and stuff, and then there's the ones that I've opened.
Man, I lost the poster along the way, man. I cracked that thing open, man. I had the poster hanging in my room as a kid, man. I wish I still had it, man. It'd be like back there.
Say less. You got it, buddy.
There's so many posters I had as a kid. I want back. That Daredevil Fall from Grace. There's so many. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I only have like pictures of my posters now. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, me too.
They can always reprint them, though.
Oh, so. Sure. Wink. Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
So this was the best of the Superman annuals, and it's spoiler.
I still say that last Batman we did was the best of all of them.
Oh yeah. This is probably number 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
And spoilers, the best of what you're gonna get this week. So,
I mean, come on, we got Legion and Hawk and Dove. What were you expecting?
Oh, I know.
Dead Dove, don't open. I don't know what I was expecting. Get it, Dead Dove? Get it?
I thought you were going to say, don't Dead open inside.
Oh, no. That is not Schitt's Creek. What is the,
Walking Dead.
No, not The Walking Dead. It's the one with Justin Bateman. I don't really watch that show.
Oh, I don't watch
Arrested Development.
Yeah.
The Dead Dove, like it's a bag with that says Dead Dove, don't open, and then he opens it and he goes, I don't know what I was expecting.
That's like people who like open this podcast and expect Shakespeare. It's like, come on.
Oh no, I don't think they expect that at all. Well, unless Charlie's around, you know, he classes up the joint, so.
I don't go in for this infantile humor.
We're doing it now.
Meanwhile, we have fart sound effects on standby at all times.
That's an interesting artistic choice.
Fart shit.
Oh, but like, shout out to in this next issue, Lady Quark, and I always like Deep Space Nine. You can't change my mind.
I know. All right. So for the Hawk and Dove, I have a synopsis, but they didn't even bother to do a synopsis for Legion, Lil. So we're gonna have to walk this one through a little bit.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no synopsis for Legion, Lil. So we're gonna have to walk this one through.
Why they do this to us? It's not funny. It's not funny.
Can you blame them?
I'm sure there's like at least 10 Legion fans out there that could have wrote a synopsis. Come on.
Again, Legion of Superheroes, if you're a fan of that, I get it. But yeah, like the actual Legion from like the early 90s, I don't get it.
I don't know who that was for. We'll never know.
I mean, okay.
Maybe I can find a way to blame Dan DiDio.
Unless you're like, because it's like, I know like during one of the crossovers we did on the Green Lantern podcast, Mark Waid was writing the book. I was like, I love Mark Waid stuff, but it's like, I still have no interest. This one's written by Alan Grant. You know, I love his Batman stuff, but again, it's like, this was
a scramble. Nobody wanted to do it. Let's just be honest.
Some of my favorite writers have written this Legion stuff, and I still can't get into it.
Well, this is like, it smacks of editorial mandates. That's like all you can see is like sales in the suits going, do this, do that. Yeah. And the writer's going, I don't think, just do it.
I know. But this one opens with Lobo, like in the middle of a fight, and Wave Rider like tries to like...
Lobo on a team doesn't even make sense unless it's the Justice League. That's all I'm saying.
And again, it's like, I know it's all sales driven and stuff, but it's like, why is he even trying to read Legion? They're not even on Earth. Does he think one of them is going to come to Earth and enslave humanity? I'm like, really?
He's not the brightest anyway, so you know.
And I love how he like tries to read Lobo, and he's like, "Wait a minute, his future is basically the same as his present." He's like, he doesn't have any plans to do anything else.
He's a simple man.
I'm sorry, it'd be like Lilith Hellfire. Where's she gonna be in 10 years? Oh, okay. Drinking. Okay.
Doesn't matter the location, the activity shall be the same.
Lilith Hellfire says, "You know the best thing about 20-year-old boys? They're always 20-year-old boys." All right.
21. You have to be old enough to drink. Otherwise, we have nothing in common.
Yeah, have your IDs ready at the door, boys.
At least we get some cool, like, tough talk and some little fight scenes. And
yeah, I mean, the art wasn't bad.
And this is the most I've ever related to Lobo. The guy's like, he is powerful, amoral, and every bit as savage as I have heard. Goals, honestly.
Oh my god, can you imagine everything you are, but you're indestructible?
I'm pretty sure my liver's made of vibranium. I'm pretty sure at this point.
And I mean,
either that or it has developed its own healing factor. Cause
that's true. You may be immortal. Because I mean, how many car crashes have you been in and you survived? I mean,
the alcohol has well preserved me. The devil keeps sending me back. Blame him. Mephisto's like, get out of here.
Uncle Ben's like, I want nothing to do with you. So then we get this, Wave Rider takes off. And we get the synopsis in case you haven't been reading any of these annuals about, I come from the future and Monarch, blah, 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 blah. And again, like, I guess we're just like current Legion stuff, which again, I don't care about. But then he's smart. He tries to read real docs. I'm like, okay, if anyone's going to be Monarch on this team, it's going to be him probably. So
yeah, absolutely. But I love how Lobo was like a superhero, huh? Fabuloso. Nothing more than I like than dislocating square jaws. I love the dialogue of Lobo. Like, there's nothing like 90s Lobo, man.
Oh yeah,
nothing.
Man. And they found ways around that comic code. They're like, he's telling people to like go frag like something or other, and it's like, oh, you know what he's saying,
But it's future talk. It could mean anything.
It's a power shock. Come on.
Bro, if they ever make like, this is what I'm saying. We were robbed of the Rock as Lobo, and I'll never forgive him for not pushing to make that Lobo movie and taking on Black Adam instead.
Was there talks of that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I mean, he came to them saying he wanted to be Lobo, so they're like, oh, they tried it, they thought about it, they're like, oh, but we can give you Black Adam.
Yeah.
And the guy, how long ago were those talks? Like, literally, like, 10, 12 years ago at this point? It's crazy.
I mean, yeah, they could have got somebody else to do Black Adam. Come on.
Well, honestly, it was either him or Jason Momoa, and they're just not, apparently they're just not interested in doing Lobo movie. Because Jason Momoa is Lobo?
Oh, well, you know what they're going to do. They're just going to find someone with a good voice or whatever, and they're just going to CGI it.
Well,
you know?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, and like, it's so bad. You know, Gal Gadot's getting that Disney money now, too. They got Patty and they got Gal Gadot, so that Snyderverse is dead, homie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Enjoy Wonder Woman 3. That's the last you'll see of her.
They'll never admit it, but it's like, the Flash movie's probably going to be the last thing in that Snyderverse, and then, you know.
No, Shazam 2, I think, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, well, yeah, because I think Aquaman 2 comes out before Shazam 2.
Oh.
So it'll either be Aquaman 2 or Shazam 2, which will be the last.
Yeah, Aquaman 2 comes out next December, so yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be all that Bat first.
We'll see.
Well, sure.
They are interested in doing the multiverse thing, and if it's profitable enough, they'll merge them. I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah. All right, so Wave Rider's reading real docs. She's basically, well, it looks like he becomes like a tyrant. So, but again, none of this takes place even when he's reading the future. They're not on Earth, so it's like, how the hell, you know?
I mean, the universe. I don't know.
In 2001, he's still not going to be Monarch, so it's like
this was a pointless endeavor.
Exactly. Again, like you said, sales driven. You know, want to maybe like get some attention.
Let's throw in one panel of the Justice League. Ooh, Swamp Thing and Hawkman, you say, with a little green arrow in the background. Thanks for throwing me a bone.
Hail.
Shut up, Philip.
How many times have you said that on a Saturday night?
Never.
Oh!
It's a privilege and an honor just to serve, okay?
Oh my! Oh my.
Plot twist, I was rooting for the Gould the whole time in Stargate. Shut up and just lay there. Good for that release. Jazz hands.
Oh my. Yeah, is that why you're late? Okay.
I was exhausted.
But yeah, Lady Quark. Yeah, we also still get Lady Quark again. One of the only survivors.
# bring her back.
One of the only survivors of the pre-crisis multiverse. And
we haven't done anything with her since, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Was she even still alive? Did she get killed off? Because after a while, after this book goes the way of the dodo. Is
anybody ever truly dead except for Uncle Ben and Batman's parents?
After New 52, yeah, no. But in this future, I guess Real Docs found a way to lock up Wave Rider.
Good.
Oh damn.
Wave Rider's a menace. Him and Booster Gold are just absolute menaces, bro.
Would it have been completely stupid? I was thinking as I was reading some of these, it's like, what if Wave Rider would have found out that his going back in time actually caused himself to become Monarch?
Honestly, I thought that's where they were going. I was hoping that's where they were going. Mm-hmm. That would have been a far more interesting story, saying. And
then even though, some of these characters aren't our favorite, that way you wouldn't have to muddy up one of their, pre-existing characters. Especially the mess that came at the end.
But then again, look what the Flash TV show did with Savitar, so.
Yeah.
How well that was received.
I know.
I could see it going about as good as that.
But again, at this point, Wave Rider was the brand new thing,
Yeah, true. Should have been Booster Gold, that's all I'm saying.
Oh.
Think about it.
I don't know. Dan Jurgens was in the mix. You think he would have let that happen?
I mean, just for an annual event, and then he wakes up, it was all a dream or something.
Alternate timeline. Yeah, come on.
Exactly. We got alternate timelines, multiple dimensions, multiverses. Anything's possible. I mean, Hal's been dirtied up how many times? And we're okay with that because he is a jerk. And so is Booster Gold. I mean, let's all be all serious.
It was Parallax, I tell you.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
Parallax was inside him the whole time. # changed my mind. It took very little, okay?
I blew that.
I'm just saying, Hal, it was like he's always on the verge of being a complete, utter evil butt wipe. So, I'm sorry, Will. Don't listen to this.
Well, what slows him down? Dating teenage girls. Come on.
Aging them up.
Let me. Performing cosmetic surgery on teenage girls with that power ring. Sorry, Will.
Yeah, I'm telling Will.
Alright, so... Yeah, again, it's like none of this has anything to do with whatever happened on Earth. The only connection we really get to Armageddon is Wave Rider shows up and touches everybody.
He's a menace! I'm gonna need that J. Jonah Jameson from Spider-Man 2. I'm gonna need that as a drop, Phil. I'm just telling you right now.
Oh my god. I saw the most horrible J. Jonah Jameson meme today. They're like...
It wasn't about...
What?
Simmons, was it?
No. No, it was like, they're like, the actress who plays Makari in Eternal said that, yeah, Makari is faster than the Flash, and they're like, yeah, really? Because she's faster than the speed of sound, because she's deaf, you know? Yeah.
Yikes.
Some of you people, man.
Yeah, real Harry Osborns. Real Norman Osborns, honestly. Monsters!
Exactly. But again, so Wave Rider basically gave Real Docs like a glimpse at his future, and it's like, don't do that.
Perhaps we should ask him what he is doing.
Don't be.
Then the guy that looks like freaking a Wolverine knockoff. Gotta love that for us.
What? Lobo?
Oh, there's like a million of them.
I know. They're aliens.
Lobo's kind of cooler than Wolverine, though.
Well,
Wolverine has overstayed his welcome. Lobo has not.
I mean, Lobo's got like that super strength. I mean, Lobo can like duke it out with Superman.
But he can't beat Superman.
Oh, he's in Hulk territory?
Now, see, the Hulk might be able to beat up Lobo on a bad day. But I still think Lobo could take the Hulk, too. And I love the Hulk. Look, listen, I love the Hulk, but he's not his power set's not that flexible. I'm just saying. It's very finite.
And if you want to be flexible with Hellfire, you'll say Superman can beat the Hulk.
You got to mean it in your heart, though.
She'll be able to tell. All right, so I won't bother to ask you what you thought of that Legion annual.
Big pile of cow patties. That's what I thought.
I mean, no offense to anyone involved, but I think that was probably the weakest of the annuals we've covered.
Definitely, because again, Legion, no one cares. It's like, just give Lobo his own book. Obviously, this is not working.
Well, didn't they kind of do that as the 90s moved on?
Yes, they're like, oh, nobody cares. They only care about Lobo.
Exactly.
This should have been our backup in an annual. This shouldn't have been an annual all by itself. There, I said it so Phil didn't have to. Exactly. But I like the artwork. Like I said, I like the fights and stuff, and I think the dialogue's very good. It's just so tangentially related that it's not even worth a read, really.
And again, it's like, I know War of the Gods was about to happen, but it's like, we got this over a Wonder Woman annual, or even a Green Lantern.
And again, at least they had respect for Wonder Woman, not to drag her through this.
I know, or a Green Lantern annual. I mean,
they were busy.
I mean, there's possible futures that aren't going to happen. I mean, we really could have shown.
They couldn't tip their hand about Hal just yet.
True, but I mean,
should have been Hal Jordan, to be honest.
I mean, you could have did something with Jon Stewart, because basically they were sharing the book at that point. It's like, you could have did a Jon Stewart thing. Might have been halfway decent. That's why you subscribe to the YouTube, kids. Watch Love Hellfire and give the dirtiest of looks to a dog. Or the latest Saturday Night Victim. And see, Lil follows my jokes. She tells me I'm number 1. This is why you subscribe to the YouTube. The Capes and Lunatics YouTube channel. Pretty much any video Lil fires in, she'll tell me I'm number 1, so. Alright, so should we get to the last one? Hawk and Dove.
Boy. You know what? Honestly, I think Legion was better than Hawk and Dove.
Oh! I mean, art-wise, I'll agree. At least art-wise it was. Yeah. So. All right, so let's jump into this. Hawk and Dove, annual number 2 from...
Of 3.
2 of 3.
They're not even a thing anymore.
August 1991.
This is such a look back at the state of DC Comics from back then.
I know.
It's so different now. There's only 2 Bat books and 3 Superman books. Oh, I crave for the 90s.
Writer, another woman writer, Barbara Kessel.
Oh, okay.
You got
a little Kurt Swain.
Yeah,
we got a couple of artists actually, right?
4 pencilers: Kurt Swan, Gabriel Morissette, Carrie Gamble, and Paris Cullins. 3 inkers: Joe Statema, Charles Barnett III, and Bob Lewis, and colorist Michael Thomas, letterer
Costanza,
and editor Jonathan Peterson.
Oh, here we go, boy. Here we go.
So yeah, maybe that's why I had such a problem with the art, because it fluctuated so much. Because again, 4 pencilers, 3 inkers.
Doesn't this story really mucks up a lot of stuff too? On top of that,
oh yeah, because I mean, let's get into this. Creating Unity. Wave Rider appears just as Hawk and Dove have broken up a mugging and first touched Hawk. That's why he's going to touch both of them. Worst throuple ever.
Nice. Beat me to it.
In the future, Wave Rider sees Hank has become a member of Monarch's Peacemakers, but is unhappy as he realizes that the Peacemakers are little more than updated brown shirt thugs and Monarch just a tin-plated despot.
Hey-o! Now that's an ultimate burn right there. Coming from Wave Rider.
Oh boy. But yeah, no, come on. Monarch was going to make the world better. It's going to be great again. It's going to make it huge. When his superiors decide that Hank needs a little re-education,
there is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Oh my! He turns in the Hawk, and confronting Monarch reveals. So yes, he comes face to face with Monarch. Kids, remember that. Reveals that all this time he has been slowly and carefully building up his powers to become more powerful. Despite all his added power, Hawk starts to lose the fight when Dove rescues him by bringing him over to another dimension where she's been hiding and building a resistance against Monarch.
Womp womp.
And if that wasn't bad enough, now Wave Rider touches Dove. Which, have you seen Minka Kelly? Do you blame him?
Nice.
Wave Rider touches Dove, but her link to Order allows her to sense him, and realizing what he is doing, taking control of Wave Rider's power, she shows him a series of futures, resulting in him to conclude that no matter the future, they fought him, but never became him. So yes, he looked at multiple timelines in this issue, kids, and each time Hawk and Dove fought Monarch, never did they ever become Monarch. So should we spoil the ending? Because since this is the penultimate.
Yeah, let's go ahead, because
okay.
This needs to be talked about.
Yeah, kids, if you don't know, spoilers, I mean, we'll get way more into this next episode, but it's like, originally Monarch was supposed to be Captain Atom, which probably explains why they canceled his series, but
that among other things.
Oh my. So anyway, yes, so in the age before the internet, somehow this got leaked.
On a hotline! Look, it wasn't the only thing that was leaked. This guy was leaking stuff from Marvel and DC on a 900 number. Like, that's wild.
Oh my.
It's like one of the most wild comic book facts ever I've ever heard in my life.
Why weren't these kids doing phone sex? I don't know. But, no, so that leak, so for some reason, DC was like, oh, you know what? Nope, this leak, we can't do it. So they changed their plans, and they make Hawk himself Monarch, which, again, everyone points to this issue, and they're just like, how is that possible? How is this possible? So they shouldn't have said they don't become Monarch in any timeline.
Look, my headcanon is just like she manipulated him. She knew she wanted it to happen. They're like, let's be honest, they're anti-heroes at best. I don't know why we call them heroes.
And again, I mean, come on, kids. You know, Infinity War, Endgame. It's like there's millions and millions and infinite numbers of timelines, so you can't see them all.
Exactly.
So, unfortunately, he saw the ones where Hawk didn't become Monarch. Oh, that would have been so great if, like, he would have looked.
I'm like, wait a minute, what's that? I want nothing to see here.
Again, this isn't the end, but in this one, if he would have seen, oh, hey, Captain Atom is it? But then when he gets back to the actual timeline, it's like, wait, it's not.
Again, this was a scramble, obviously.
Right. Exactly. Because, yes, this issue created problems with the eventual reveal as Dove's powers interacted with Wave Rider, allowing him to see multiple, yeah, this issue basically effectively, yeah, no Hawk and
lies
Dove.
to us.
Lies, all lies.
They're not even in a good way. This was just such a bad scramble.
Yeah. I mean, did this issue just seem thrown together, too? Because it's just like, here's a timeline.
Look at how many people had to jump on board. I definitely think this feels like very much a scramble.
And again, every other anime we've read, they've only looked at like one future, right? This one is, there's so many futures. It's just like, look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one.
See, not us. Get it? Wink, wink. Not us.
Because I'm sorry, I don't know if this was supposed to boost sales on Hawk and Dove, but if I had read...
I think this has probably killed it.
I know, well, if this, I mean, Hawk becoming Monarch probably did that, but yeah, no, reading this issue, I would have been like, this wouldn't have enticed me to read their series. I'm just like, man, this is a mess. What's going on?
Yeah. But Hawk and Dove was always a mess. They tried to make it a thing, and I don't really know why.
Well, they tried bringing it back, because back in the day, it was the two brothers, and then, yeah, they killed off, Dove in Crisis, and then it's like, let's bring in
And I was fine with that.
Then let's bring in a girl.
And now they tried to make Hawk and Dove a thing again, and guess what? They didn't get their own show. So
it's not yeah.
Stop trying to make Hawk and Dove a thing!
I mean, they get on their own. They can't exist as a thing. You know, I have to have them on a team.
Give me my real Hawk people.
Yes, let's get some Hawkman and Hawkwoman in here.
Exactly. Those are the only Hawks I care about.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Or Hawkman. I mean, you know, Jeff Johns cleaned all that up, and it's like they still really don't give him the...
Well, they cleaned it up and then they mucked it up again. Although I still like it, they did re-muck it up after they cleaned up the continuity.
Well, in the last series, like they showed, like he reincarnates, but not all the lives were on Earth. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you're riding that fence pretty hard. Careful not to get a splinter up your bum.
Well, I mean, Hawkworld already kind of showed us that too, because that was one of his past lives. So
yeah, which I love that. We'll have to cover that somewhere someday.
Maybe next year.
Maybe not next year.
No.
Maybe not next year.
Okay. Eventually.
That's kind of a deep dive.
But in that spot, yeah. Okay. Everyone's like, tell us already, damn it. Trust me, kids, I'm working her. Come on.
Subscribe to the Patreon!
Only Ray knows for sure. Alright, so yeah, those were those annuals. I mean, again...
Well, that happened.
Again, The Adventures of Superman by far was the best one, so...
And in my personal opinion, it's the second best out of all of them, so...
Yes, after the Detective Comics one, definitely. Oh, so the top two annuals were both written by Louise Simonson then.
Coincidence? I think not.
No. Makes sense. It's
hard to say because most of them aren't straightforward stories, and I think that's what made them so good. Those two were very straightforward, used this framing device very sparingly, and they were believable possible futures, I guess.
Editorial mandates, it's just... Again, it's like Alan Grant wrote that Batman one. I love Alan Grant Batman, but I didn't like.
And Louise, she probably could get her way a little bit better than most of the other people writing these annuals as well.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm sure you'll say no, but I think in a close third is that Mark Waid Flash annual.
A distant third.
Okay, but it's third.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's better than any of the other ones. The Justice League.
I only had problems with that because, the editorial mandates for Wally. It's just like, he just got here. What are you doing?
Exactly.
We just got used to the status quo. I don't like the idea of this. No, stop.
So basically, anything they were trying to boost sales on, this event probably didn't help. So, because look at the top three characters we picked. Batman, Superman, and Flash. So.
The classic seven. 3 of the classic 7, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much the only ones who got an annual in this event. But yeah, I mean, like this didn't. I don't think this helped Legion or Hawk and Dove or any of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like the Justice League ones were pretty useless. I mean, they were innocuous, and irrelevant, but innocuous. Like, you could skip it and it didn't matter.
Well, we'll get to the Europe one next week. But yeah, the Justice League America one, I'm like, I don't know if that was bringing anyone in who wasn't already reading Justice League. Like, if you like the Justice League book at the time, yeah, you'd probably like the annual, but I don't think it was bringing anybody new.
Yeah, definitely not.
All right, so should we get
homework?
Yes. All right, Lilith Hellfire. So that's right. You only have one more part of Armageddon 2001 to get through.
I made it, boys!
Her liver's like, I don't know about me, but you know.
I'm telling you, she's made of vibranium. She has to be. That's the only explanation.
No, it's adamantium. No, man, you're like Wolverine. You got the healing factor and the adamantium.
Yeah, out of self-defense, my liver has discovered the secret to having a healing factor.
Oh my god, Lilith's liver is like Captain America's shield. It's like an adamantium vibranium mix. All right, kids. So, yes, next week is the last part of Armageddon 2001, and there's that episode and the one after. There's only 2 more episodes of Comic Capers this year.
Aw. We did it, boys! We made
it! And again, what's coming next year? But anyway, yes. So
you gotta use the bleep button.
Oh, yes. All right, so yes, next week, the final part of Armageddon 2001 so Justice League Europe Annual 2, Armageddon 2001 number 2, where I believe Monarch is unmasked, and we're even going to do the epilogue from Action Comics 670.
Epilogue.
That's
about as pretentious as Penultimate, to be honest.
And so, like I said, only 2 more episodes. So what's going to be the last episode of the year for Comic Capers? Our special, another one. First we did Wonder Woman, Hail, then Aquaman, and now we're going to do the top 10 essential Green Arrow stories to round out your year. What? I don't know. You just had this look. I was like, wait, are you having sex?
I feel weird because it's like they're all pretty basic at this point.
Yeah, but I think it's nice to go through them because there's some people who don't know a lot of Green Arrow stories.
Yeah, there's plenty of people that don't know squat but the TV show, and we got to fix that.
Yeah, I mean, there's some...
The damage that show has done to the Green Arrow brand.
No, there's just some people who...
to the point where he doesn't even have a book of his own, like... Yeah, we'll get there.
There's some people who need an education on Green Arrow.
We're doing me now?
Yeah, when he brought up the boat, I was just like, we don't talk about the boat.
Exactly. All right, kids. So, yes, send your thoughts on the final part of Armageddon 2001. And, hey, while we're at it, send your favorite Green Arrow stories. See if it's any of the ones we mentioned. All right, so email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Comic Capers on Facebook, on Twitter. Hey, you can join our Facebook fan group, DC Omniverse. I think we need more people there. I think we're at like.
And if anybody listening has a Stargate podcast, I'm more than willing to guest.
Ooh, my!
Throwing that out there.
Oh, I wonder what she's been watching.
I'm already at season 7. You know, it leaves Netflix. Well, it left Netflix on November 30th, so.
Okay.
It's on Amazon Prime now, though, so don't worry, kids.
Oh, so if we're guesting on podcasts of stuff we're watching, yes, if anyone has a Seinfeld or The Office podcast, yes.
No Friends podcast?
Oh, I could do that too, yeah. Oh, pretty soon I'll be back on Tomes of Evil talking Megatron.
Nice. Let me know when.
Okay. We talking about Marvel Comics.
Oh, Larry Hama?
No. That was G.I. Joe. No. He didn't write Transformers. No.
Marvel Transformers, I am not interested.
Oh, trust me, Lilith. It gets fun over there. It's completely uncensored.
Oh, no. Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. We're dropping F-bombs. Yeah. All right, kids. So, find the links to all our social medias for all our shows. Find links, again, to this YouTube channel. See Lilith Hellfire. Test her liver on a daily basis. Again, most importantly, please subscribe to the Patreon. We don't have
gimme. We need the money.
No, we don't have a Monarch anymore. So, yes.
We need the money. Gimme.
Please, if you can, whatever you can, as little as $1, but if you subscribe 3 or 5, you get exclusive episodes, either audio or full video. all of
great creator interviews. We recently did an interview with Kelly Thompson. We got JMD Mateus, and of course, our monthly Chichester chat, trademark pending, of course.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And of course, next year, like we said, superhero movie brackets to find the worst superhero movie of all time.
It's going to be a lot of work, but I'm looking forward to it.
Man, I'm telling you, man, be debating Charlie Esser, like, it's going to be a struggle. But anyway, yes, so, no, it's going to be fun, but, you know, he's going to be dead set in his way.
Order in the court, damn it! Order in the court!
Again, Superman 3 versus Superman 4, man. I'm going to be having to, like...
They're like, where'd you get that nuke from, Lilith? Don't worry about it!
You have to, like, virtually get between these two. All right, so, yeah, and, again, you can also support us by buying merch, t-shirts, cups, phone cases... Again, it's a new store. More merch will be coming soon. I think the cups are bigger because Lilith needs it bigger. Her poor dates. Anyway, so yes, find links to everything all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. All right, Lilith Hellfire, where can these Florida wave riders touch you?
Oh, no. If you guys, I hang out on the internet only.
Oh my.
If you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs.
Touch her virtually.
That's, you can find me on at Lilith Hellfire on Twitter, at Lilith Hellfire 69 on Instagram, and of course, making Star Trek and Stargate related content on TikTok at Lilith Hellfire 69. Duh.
We were busy boning.
Jazzy.
Ooh, that sure was close. I didn't get manhandled.
Oh my.
Why do we have that drop?
Because alcohol exists in the world of Hellfire. Alright, thank you for joining us again. You don't have to go anywhere. In 2 weeks, the conclusion of Armageddon 2001 on the next Comic Capers. Because he's done touching Batman, he's done touching Superman.
It's like the rest of y'all are posers.
That's right. I can't touch your sales enough to get them up.
Heyo!
Good night.
I am Connor from the House of L.
And I am Ray from the House of Zod.
We are two of the many survivors of Krypton's destruction, and we have made our home in Australia, and dare I say, have become Australians, for better or worse. But we have also decided to read Superman comics, read Superman books, watch Superman shows, cartoons, movies, basically everything Superman, and from an Australian perspective as well. Whether you're a seasoned fan, like me,
or whether you are coming in fresh, wide-eyed and wanting to learn more like me, then this podcast is for you. Join us for our bi-weekly adventures available on all good podcast catchers.
So just search for Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. We'll be coming to you from Australia or some cosmic dimension, wherever we are that week. Up,
and away.